Kia ora, and welcome to Twilight Bowls. We're here once again at the Royal Oak Bowling Club, ready to watch 4 teams battle it out for that coveted $1,000 prize. Congratulations to Amy and Kirsten, our winners from last night. But who are going to be the winners tonight? I'm going to hand you over to Alex to explain a little more.
Looking forward to another night of the Twilight Bowls League. We're up to the final week, Stephen. You've survived week 5, so Steve Beale back for week 6. Congratulations.
Thank you. First to do a double on here, I hear.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. But anyway, I suppose we should talk about the bowls. So first up, we've got the mother and daughter combination playing the father and son combination, and Blackborn and Stockford taking on the 2 Clark. So I think that'll be a mighty game.
Yes.
And then second, we've got Edwards and McElroy taking on Symes and Atkinson. So looking forward to both of those. What are your thoughts about this upcoming match?
I think the TAB has has the Clarks quite a hot favourite, and I'm not sure that's quite justified, but it'll be interesting to see.
Worth a bit of a talking point for sure. Of course, the 2 winners go through to the grand final, no playoff for third, and Logan Clark is looking resplendent, absolutely resplendent. Brings you back to the old days.
Old days playing with the tie, yes. Used to do a bit of that myself.
How long did the tie usually last for, Steve?
No, I was listening to my grandmother who says if you're not the part, at least look it.
Fair enough too. And a toucher with his first bowl.
No, we count those as touches. They went.
Going to be busy tonight too.
If I was being unkind, I'd call it a first-year toucher.
Yes.
Jenny Stockford on the forehand. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to Jenny Stockford and her first bowl.
Not all bad.
That's pretty good stuff. She's instructed me to say, so if you look very carefully, Jenny's got presents hanging from her ears. She said they're not Christmas presents, they're birthday presents.
Okay.
She wants to identify the difference between the 2.
You should have told us.
I'll have to get the camera close up and see what that looks like.
Yeah, for sure. See Logan on the forehand.
Not a million miles away here.
Play it, Logan. Well done.
On the side door, well done.
Just to explain the rules, if you've not been to watch or not seen the Twilight Bowls League before, it's pairs, 3 bowls each. You play 5 ends, and it's alternating skip and lead, Steve.
That's right. You get to play 6 bowls in a row, and the other big difference you'll notice from the games is that they're only playing from one end down to the target area.
That's good stuff. Look at this from Jenny Stockford. She's come
Be
out hot out of
confident,
the
mate.
gate.
Turn the white, sit yours.
Logan being asked to switch to his backhand. Thought he was going to play wrong bias based on how he was looking at the bowl, but just checking.
Yes, we had their first last week, wasn't it? Wrong
We
bias.
did, yes, yeah. A man who will remain unnamed, but is on social media. The good thing was, though, his second bowl was absolutely brilliant, so it sort of made up for it a little bit. Jenny Stockford's put 2 bowls right on it, so she's looking for a third here. Didn't come out as nice as it could have.
It's going to be a million miles away.
No, that's pretty good stuff.
That's good.
Cool to see these 2 pairs combinations, Steve, being parent and child combinations. You see that a little bit in bowls?
Yeah, well, it's funny enough, I was down in Dunedin in the weekend, and it was marvellous to see the McEwens out there, and Brent there, and he had one of the boys playing with him in the centre qualifying pairs, and the other younger brother was upstairs cheering them on. So quite an age difference there, because the young fellas are early teens at best.
Dave Clark, I think, with the best hat I have ever seen. On his backhand. How's your weight, Dave?
Good.
Beautiful effort.
Just need to miss that, and so we got in.
Terry just steering that bowl down.
Just trying to get it on to the back of that. Jenny's first
I've been
bowl.
trying to get back to these at least.
So that's don't be short, Dad.
Yeah.
Code.
In so many words. Dave doesn't look like he likes this one so much.
got the run, I think.
Drop hard.
It's sort of
well
hard
played.
cover today. It's reduced the weight that Terry can play, but plays the same bowl again. It should be happy days for the white team.
Yeah, she especially gets onto Jenny's bowl because that's going to collide with the jack and they'll be sitting quite nice.
Oh, some frustration showing there. It might have a weird little straightener at the very end. Not going to be. Was that the weight of the green, Steve, or a mixture?
Touch of both, I think.
Through any of that. That goes. Play for the white one. Yeah.
Interesting call.
Yep. Put some pressure on. It's got a wee bit of danger there. You could play a magnificent shot for 2, but
that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? You're at 5 ends, so you have to take these chances.
not a million.
You have to take these chances. Classy weight. Well,
Yep.
a big inside out here for Terry would be worth 4 or 5, Steve.
I think they've got 2 seconds. She's got nothing to lose here to play up, get onto the white, onto the jack, or sit the actual shot bowl itself.
Yeah, we'll see her miss heavy here. That's better weight.
I'm picking it's high.
She'll be disappointed with that. She knew she had to have the weight to move something around there. That's why we saw her play the sort of more ditch weight, but sort of a little bit of an escape for Clarks, I would say, as Santa
Has arrived.
Santa has arrived.
You're falling apart. Oh. Not you.
You okay? Oh, we're all good. That's good. There was a moment there
Jump
where I
Santa.
thought we were having
when I get out.
challenges with the bulldozer.
Turn the back
Yes.
up.
Santa has it under control. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Fits quite into that suit quite snugly, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we
Thank
get
you,
to
mate.
see the bowls delivered, and
Thank you.
those up that end get to play 6 in a row.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about when we say alternate sort of turnabout, alternate skipping and leading.
Yep. You'd have to think Clarkie's got the advantage here because he's had sort of 3 draw shots where Terry sort of had 4 runs at the head.
Yeah, he'll be happy with his 3 bowls. And his first bowl
Very
here.
good.
Not all bad.
I mean, that shows it, doesn't it, in those circles just outside of the house, as we've been calling it. It's about, you can fit about 3 bowls between the middle of the house and the outside of it.
That's
So it's
right.
not a huge space. If you get one in there, it's a good bowl.
Yeah, this is where it's deceptive on TV. It looks like miles away, but in fact they're
Not
a lot
that much,
closer.
yeah.
Might force Clarkie on the other hand, that bowl. Yep.
Switch to that forehand side.
Track.
It's a nice rink here at the Royal Oak Bowls complex. A pretty recently laid carpet surface, runs 15, 16 seconds sort of thing, Steve.
Yep. Built by Field Turf New Zealand, Bowls New Zealand's preferred supplier of artificial greens. It was an interesting story with it. They just about to hand it over when the cyclone came through
Yeah.
and flooded the whole place out. It was Lake Royal Oak.
Yeah, I believe they were able to get about 15 minutes worth of bowls in, and then the water started creeping across the surface, and that was the end of that, so it had to be entirely redone.
It did.
It was done so at speed by Field Turf. They did a good job there turning it around.
They did. It was magnificent.
Another good bowl there from David Clark. Terry on the forehand.
Hasn't really quite got a line yet, has it?
Yeah.
On that side. As we know, if you get the line first, and the weight will come.
It's a good start. And this is the line, but it's not the weight. She'll be happy with that as a 3rd bowl, and it kept on creeping, but at least, as you say, Steve, she now knows what that's where I need to be pushing my bowl out to for it to come back onto
That's
the
right.
centre line.
And just trust the bowl from there.
Make their way down. You'll see in the background our crowd has come largely dressed Christmassy. You're not imagining things. We've decided at Bowls New Zealand that it's Christmas time because 2 more days of Bowls on television, 2 more days of the Twilight Bowls League. So tonight and tomorrow night, Steve, will be full of Christmas cheer.
Good.
Are you going to come painted green tomorrow?
Oh, well, they think so. I think someone's lining that up for me.
Great stuff.
I like, mate. Off, mate.
If you are in the Auckland region, of course, that means that tomorrow is your last chance to come down and watch the Twilight Bowls League live. You dress up in a Christmassy manner. You could be in the run for a spot prize. There are spot prizes for best dress.
So do I. So I believe. Actually, you must be a chance yourself in the,
the jacket.
I
would be gutted. I'd be gutted if I wasn't given a spot prize. Just saying.
Yep, still there, mate.
I sacrificed a bit of dignity for that chocolate. Logan
That's
Clark.
good.
Very smooth delivery, isn't it?
It is good.
Third year bowler, Logan.
Got your pre-shot routine and your delivery right, and good things generally happen.
All close here.
Oh, play. Top shot.
That was pretty classy stuff. All those bowls
They
short
all
of the
count.
head now. Logan holding 5.
Oh, easy, yes.
Oh, we haven't seen the maximum count yet at the Twilight Bowls League, and Terry and Jenny will be hoping that it doesn't happen on Jenny's birthday. She's got 2 bowls to salvage. On her backhand side, staring it down. She's got the weight right. This is a bomb. Oh, great try.
Happy to leave that open. Yep. Go there, mate. Beat that white ball.
It's what we call a maximum panic situation.
It is, and good call from Clarkey there. He just doesn't want to leave something out high that Jenny can land or sit, so just coming down the safe side.
The beauty as it sits is there's no target for the white bowls.
Finds a friend.
Well, I mean, you just have to draw to say, this is a huge bowl, 5 ends. You drop a 6 here.
It wasn't all ones last week from memory.
It was.
On the first end, so are we going to certainly out high enough?
Oh no. Is it good? When's it turning? When's it turning? Jenny Stockford.
Oh, it's wandering by. Ooh.
Well, it would be the greatest comeback since Oracle and Team New Zealand. That's not great. It was a fair. She was in the area, but it just it happened because of a beautiful bowl from.
Let's try tape on it.
Clark.
Perfect shoulder.
So we've got 4 outs and measuring for 5 and 6.
Sue Rossiter, our umpire, measure the white bowl first, and we saw then in the background you can see Jerry's husband, Lockie on the right, Tyler on the left.
That's our problem.
Looking pretty happy with that end. Steve, would you say?
No. Well, I can see, but they're not looking happy.
Great little family.
Yep.
Sean. That's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, dearie me.
That was a 5 by the sound.
5, fistful. So 6-0 after 2 ends.
Yep.
See Ben, who's playing the role of centre, to scoop the bowls back up again. The bowls are looking quite resplendent, I think, today, Steve, and the sparkly, whatever you call it, baubles.
Yes.
Very close.
Really
Looks a bit awkward.
it wouldn't be comfortable to push.
No.
So let's just check out a replay of that bowl of Logan Clark's. The head's okay, and then boom, dead square, trails it back, essentially set up the 5 there.
Oh yes, absolutely. All those white bowls short. You know, it's the old story. If you're going to muck up long and not short, and they paid the price.
Absolute
Hey,
genius
Logie.
bowl from Logan Clark.
Shot, mate.
He's on fire. Look at that.
Look at
He's
that.
guts the jack again. Moved it out of the house again.
Stayed with it.
Clark's. I don't know how to miss. We saw them. They had back-to-back winners in week 4. Yes, week 4. End of week 4, started week 5, and then they bombed out.
Get the sign.
Last
Morris
week.
Symes got him
Yeah.
last week.
So obviously, here with a mission. This is the final week of
Jenny.
Twilight. Oh, it was a good bowl from Jenny Stockford.
Doesn't matter. Draw there.
Yes, it looks like the TAB's got it right so far, haven't they?
I would say those odds have probably shifted further.
Yeah.
And great to have the Twilight Bowls League on the TAB. Always interesting for punters to have a nosy.
Yes. 2-horse race, so 50% chance of getting it right.
Yeah, you don't have to wait long to see what's happening either with the 5 end. Format's over and done with in 25 minutes, half an hour.
Certainly is, and the game can turn on
Put
the
me
dime,
down,
so to
doesn't
speak,
matter,
as
you're
well.
drawing to
Just
my
one
foot,
good
mate.
bowl, and that was, we saw it in that end there.
Yeah, turned
Logan
it right
played
around.
the bowl and set it up.
Logan here on the forehand. Wonder if he'll keep clearing the
Gotta wait
tie.
on that
He's
line,
gone
you'll be good.
particularly well tonight.
Well, it's got to be his good luck omen, surely.
Look at this here from
Well played.
Logan Clark.
Bowls, mate.
Just underneath the line with a good
It's
bowl.
all right. Come to good home.
Jenny Stockford on the forehand.
Terry's giving a wee
Half a
clap.
chance. The bowl.
Yep.
Improved things. I suppose for Terry and Jenny it's about, I mean, multiples would be nice, but you just want to get on the board, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Be 5 down. Oh, yeah, be 6 down. 5 down, 2 to go. Probably 1 or 2 here.
Minimum.
Edge might wind halfway through that same Steve.
I can see it. I
Actually-
can see the foot trip yourself.
I did the maths. I thought, you probably want to score a multiple if you are a mother-daughter combination. You see David Clark here again with centre upside down on his head for some reason. I mean,
Sure that he's here with the first.
Weight's good.
Small the line, really. Right now.
Terry here on the forehand. Oh, it's going to be short of a gallop. Oh, they're still holding here. Dave Clark just remembered that there is a scoreboard in the background, which I'd forgotten too, to be fair, Steve.
Yeah, I could see it, but I wasn't watching whether they'd been. Yeah, they got it all going good.
Yeah, 6-0 after 2. Pretty good delivery, David
Dave will
Clark.
be looking to get another one in close there because that, whilst it's second shot, it is a little bit vulnerable.
He's not far away. That's just classy, isn't it, Steve? That's just
It's
class.
almost game set match,
Yeah.
really. That's a bomb. It really is.
What do you do here? You've got no back bowls. Just try and draw it off.
That's all he's got.
Yeah, he's got a bowls.
Yeah, punished again for short bowls.
Yeah. Having himself half a chance here. Terry Blackborn.
Just diving away.
Oh,
We ride.
Oh, it's fallen the wrong way.
Same bowl.
It's a big ask here to
Flip
try and
around
score
it.
the point for Terry and Jenny.
Unless you want to come sit up inside that one.
Oh,
How
Dave
far
was
short
thinking
is
this
Terry's
is gonna
bowl?
be short. You know, you
Which
just
one?
pass the head
Last
shot
bowl?
here. Don't want to create an easier shot for Terry to play. You're 6-0 up after 2, holding the shot.
He's persevering with the forehand. It's as long as he gets past that wide bowl, he'll be fine.
Steering
He's
it
doing
down.
that.
This is a good bowl. Yeah,
Good
well
home.
played. Well played. That's all you could ask, really. It just
Well, he's covered the 2 metre mark, so they have a lucky bag shot up the middle. Doesn't look like it.
means that perfect bowl has to happen from Terry Blackborn here.
Giving it the big push, so she thinks she's short.
And
That it is.
absolutely looking, I mean, it's looking pretty good for the Clarks at this stage, isn't it? As we see Santa Claus again. And shortly I will be joined, or I'm joined now by Briar Atkinson in the commentary booth. You look very festive, Briar.
Yeah, I tried to make a statement. Good.
Good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Are you going to play in the whatever you call it? Oh, you can see what you've got. What's it called? That's
Tinsel.
tinsel. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try.
You'll try playing the tinsel. Good. Good. Excellent. Anyway, nice to have you in commentary. Have you done any bowls commentary before?
No, this is my first time.
Cool.
and I think everyone will know why.
It's a good start. So tell me, have you been enjoying the Twilight Bowls League? We're up to week 6 now.
I think it's been a good experience. Like, I've liked the people that have been playing in it and organising it, so it's been really nice to get exposure through the TV.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you had many people talk to you about it?
Yeah, I've just had some of the people at my work notice that I played in it one week, and now they're starting to watch it.
That's good. They realise you're a celebrity.
I wouldn't go that far.
One step too far then. So we see Terry here on the forehand side. So if you were Terry and Jenny, you're 7-0 down with 2 ends to go. What's going through your mind?
That it's going to be a rough couple of ends.
Essentially, you need to do that, eh? Sort of, it's all or nothing at this stage.
Yeah, just trying to play through the head and get some multiple points.
So as you say, 1 wouldn't be enough. You'd be 6 down last end if you scored a 1. So they need to score a multiple here. The game will actually finish if they don't score, because it's uncatchable, isn't it? So you wouldn't bother playing.
What you've got to do is continue to put all the bowls where you put your first bowl and then somehow get the jack there.
Cross all your fingers. Terry Blackborn steering this bowl down. How's it been? Have you played much bowls with we've seen you play 5 weeks worth now with Morris Symes. Had you played much with him before the Twilight Bowls League?
Actually, I don't think I've played with Morris at all since this. Yeah.
And how have you been finding it?
No, it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed this kind of experience that he's brought to this game.
So do you have like a little chat before the game about things, or do you just sort of take the game as it comes?
A bit of both, really. Like, some games we kind of take it as it goes, and then sometimes, like the very first day, we had to talk about what kind of hand you want to play, and then what's kind of running nicely, seeing what the teams are good at.
That must have been part of it. Now you guys have played the sort of 5 or 6 weeks worth of just understanding the different pairs play different sorts of bowls.
Yeah.
Look at this here from Terry Blackborn. That's what she's capable of. That's what she's capable of there. Great bowl from Terry. And you'll be thinking it's a real shame that it's a 5-end game.
Yes.
Terry's family looking a bit happier now. Great to have them along tonight.
Nice to have a few kids in the building too.
Yeah.
Especially for Christmas week.
Absolutely. I'll be excited to see Santa. You got Austin on the far left and Annalise, Tyler in the middle, and Lockie on the right. This year, Logan Clark, he's played well this game, hasn't he?
He's played well all tournament.
In the area, buddy.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, great shot. 1 down.
Canada
Well
went
played.
out. It's actually an unlucky result, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jenny again on the forehand. So we're going to see you in action shortly, Briar, against Kirsten and Amy McElroy. Presuming they're not listening in, have you had a chat about how you're going to play that game? It's for the benefit of the viewer at home.
No, actually we haven't. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be
Only 1 down.
taking it as it comes.
Don't worry about that.
much.
You played a role.
They've
That
been
bowl
both
will
playing
finish
really well
here.
recently, so
Must be over.
just see how it goes.
So we see Dave tell Logan he has to be over with this bowl, so it's just about trying to make sure that, I think they seem happy enough to drop the 1 point here, if you're the Clarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll drop a 1 with this 6 up last
hard luck.
last bowl. Hate to drop a multiple. You can see all the white bowls at the back, so Jenny and Terry with half a chance.
Jenny's definitely got to try pull that jack before.
Close here. Oh! Well, she's moved. Technically, she moved the jack.
Yeah.
A little bit unlucky there.
There's still a chance to pull it back.
Oh, isn't it a huge chance here for white?
Still only 1. We can't afford to wait onto the back of that. You've got to come here. You're trying to draw to here, mate, if you can. Don't worry about going in there.
Yeah, I think Dave's identified that as a potential chance. This could be a huge bowl from Jenny Stockford on her birthday. There's something for her birthday. Logan trying to cover.
Hit it hard.
Hasn't done so.
Try.
Still, Terry wants her mum to go and have a look at the head. What would you do here, Brian?
really just got to try and play through that white. If she pushes the jack back, it should bounce off of the white ball and sit in the bunch from where we're standing.
Yeah, literally 5 points possible here. 5 points. Jenny Stockford on the probe, on her forehand side, needs to get it square. She's close here. Jenny Stockford. Oh, she didn't get anything. She fell.
Try. Beautiful
That
play.
was exciting,
As soon as
wasn't
you
it?
let it go, I was like,
Anyway,
One down.
on that note, thank you very much for joining me, Brian.
I got a
We
bit.
look forward to seeing you in the next game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Must have liked that when she let it
Wow,
go.
what an effort that was from Jenny Stockford. I thought she had that absolutely
Would have
perfect,
come
but
off
she
those balls
somehow
back that way.
missed it. I don't understand, Steve. What were you thinking in the crowd? Must have been an exciting couple of
Been a
seconds.
good shot for
You see
TV.
the shot was a matter of playing it.
Just sort of sat there waiting to be played.
nothing past my last
That's
go.
where we saw Terry Blackborn with this ball here. Lovely shot to sort of set the head up.
Kind of one of those ones that got away, really. You know, just in these short 5-end games, you get one chance.
Yeah.
And,
I think when they look back on this game, first end and that end, the two
Okay.
chances. There's a parallel universe where Terry and Jenny are 10-2 up
yeah,
because they had 2 bowls for 5
Oh.
both times.
that's right.
Interesting, isn't it? Certainly they'll be happy now they're on the board. It's the last end. They need the full count of 6, but showing a bit more what they can do.
So I think I had a look at the TAB. The Clarks are $1.01 now.
I'm surprised. That's fair.
Yes.
There you go, Logan on the forehand. So you're 6 up last end. What's the strategy, Steve? How do you avoid dropping to 6?
And just play mix and match. Wherever the opposition put a bowl, you put
Good
one.
starter
so-
there, mate.
And generally muck up long if you're going to muck up.
Jenny on the forehand.
Looks well, at least they're setting a trap.
Yep, in the circle.
Well, that's what it has to become, even if you've missed what you're going for. For Terry and Jenny, they're now thinking, if we have to score a 6. The only way that's going to happen is if the jack is sort of a bit closer to the white bowls than what it is at the moment.
Correct.
So their theory will be put 4 or 5 bowls
Close
there,
here, buddy.
spend 2 or 3
Well
trying to
played.
get the jack over.
Shot.
We may see Jenny switch to the backhand now, do you think, Steve? Or are you just going to put another bowl on the catching position?
Got to put it in the catching position.
Oh,
surely.
Terry wants it as the wise head of Jenny saying, no, don't let me play it yet.
No.
I'll put the...
You don't want to go too early, otherwise they've got 3 chances or 4 chances to.
Jenny just adding to the metaphorical bucket.
Yep, she's in the zone again.
That's 3 good bowls from Jenny Stockford. It's the strategy of the game.
Yep,
Now
Gotta go
Terry
here,
needs
mate.
to find a way to
In
get
there.
the jack back there. That's where your 6 is going to come from.
that's the challenge. If you start fast enough, it's easy. Playing, it's another story.
The theory's always fine, right?
Coming
Yeah,
nice.
Logan on the
Okay, good.
forehand.
It's not
Well
all bad,
played
is it?
here. Touch her, mate. Great bowl.
That's beautiful
Well
bowl.
played.
Brilliant. Good as a front touch of that.
Good as a
6
toucher.
looking very unlikely now. Where's the 2 metre mark, actually? Oh, no, there's a bowl there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just wait. I'll wait. Wait to be dazzled. Great to
Yes.
see Tyler Blackborn and Lockie both enjoying whatever this song is.
Yeah, the wee fella in the orange there, he's looking at himself in the TV screen beside Anne. He's pulling all the dance moves.
That's great. Beautiful camera angle here off the head. So Terry's going to play her backhand by the looks. Still visualising trying to get the jack back, and then you maybe work from there to punch or to pick the black ball off.
It's the only chance.
Needs a clean run here. Oh, I would say the 6 is gone now, Steve.
It was gone before, I think, but this is definitely gone.
Proper super duper gone.
Yep.
So 2 more
Clark.
bowls to come from Terry and Jenny.
Like we're just trying to land the circle.
Been a pretty classy performance from the 2 Clarks. I know Terry and Jenny have had a couple of opportunities that they've missed, but it's been quite convincing from the father-son combination.
Yep, they've had bowls in good places. You know, those the numbers that the girls dropped, you know, because they didn't have any back bowls. And the time that they did have the back bowls, Just missed the opportunity to convert.
Terry just practicing a run shot pretty much here. That's a lovely out of her hand. Oh, I like that Jetty was still looking for a way to try and find a 6 there. She was hoping, hoping that ball was going to get something square. Now,
of course, square and chop and lie, but the one up the front there, not going to get in.
Yeah, you'd need it. They probably need 7 or 8 bowls. So mathematics would suggest that a 6 is impossible now for the white bowls. Could technically get a 3.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I tend to think that you're probably right there, Steve.
And there's no points differential here, so
just play the last bowl. Look at this as a finish.
Oh well.
Oh, that to me is a summary of the game, right? She's half a bowl off, sits out, drops a 1 instead of sitting in and getting the 1.
Thanks, Terry.
There we have it.
Yep, it's all over Rover.
Congratulations to Dave and Logan, winners of our first game today. Very convincing, that father-son combination. There they are there with antlers and...
Happy birthday.
What are they?
Ears?
We'll call it Christmas-themed Logan Clark.
Yeah.
And Dave,
actually improves Dave a bit, doesn't it?
Well, you said it, Steve, not me. So, a good game there. How did you feel it went?
I think it was just the Clarks had bowls on and around the head in good positions, and they Logan played a bomb to turn a 1 up to a 5 up.
Essentially set that 5 up.
Oh, yeah.
Terry and Jenny,
brilliant.
Two opportunities for numbers.
Missed.
Weren't quite able to make it happen.
Yeah.
So
they're only a bowls without, but
yeah, congratulations. A little bit earlier on today, we've seen in the background Sean sitting there, the husband of Terry Blackborn. He had a chat to Sally, so let's see what he had to say to her.
Hello, and welcome back to Twilight Bowls. I'm here with Terry's husband, Sean. How are you feeling watching your wife play bowls on TV?
It's been really cool, actually. I've really enjoyed it, but the kids have really been buzzing about it. You know, to see mum and their granny on TV for the last few weeks has been really good. They've been getting really excited and conned a few late nights out of me, that's for sure.
And Terry's not just a champion on Twilight Bowls, she's also a para-world champion. How does that feel?
It's really, really cool, I guess, as a family unit for us to see her achieve that in such a short space of time. We know how tough she has it, and we know what she goes through day to day. To see her achieve that, it was really, really something special.
It's quite impressive to see her on screen and just making it look so easy.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't know if it's part of her journey through health and things like that, but just takes it all in her stride. Nothing seems to faze her, and I guess that's just portrayed here on TV as well.
And are you a bowler yourself?
Indoor. I had one go at outdoor a few years ago, but yeah, indoor's been my main calling for a long time.
So you're not too jealous she picked her mum as her teammate?
No, not at all. I think it's been mentioned a couple of times. They haven't played a lot of pairs together, so it's been really cool to see them do that.
And do you think your boys will get into bowls?
Yeah, they will. Yeah, I think so. Lockie, the oldest, is already doing a little bit of indoor. Alex has given him a few shout-outs, which he's enjoyed in the previous weeks. But yeah, they'll both have a crack for sure.
And do you think you'd want this to happen again? You'd love to see her on TV playing Twilight League?
Oh, absolutely. You know, if it's available and it's there for her to have a go at, she'll love it, and we're super supportive. So yeah, get amongst it.
Thank you so much for coming along tonight. I'm going to pass over to Alex in commentary.
Thanks, Sally. Great to hear from Sean Blackborn there, and good to see the support down. Obviously not the result they were looking for, Steve, but great to have the family connection here at Royal Oak Bowls.
It is. It's that's the beauty of our sport. You know, the families get in behind it, and and to be playing at the level that Jenny does, you know, you need the family and that to support.
That's exactly it, and we can see here next up we've got another scintillating, or is it scintillating or scintillating? Scintillating game. Kirsten Edwards and Amy McElroy taking on Morris and Breyer, and we've seen, and I'm not sure the TV audience has seen yet, Morris Symes is looking absolutely magnificent tonight.
He does.
That's my opinion.
Yes, he's in disguise. Yes. What was it? I have no words.
I don't. Oh, dearie me.
I'm sure social media will be having some fun tomorrow.
There will be pictures. That's
Yes.
what there will be. It's quite impressive. I asked Briar when she was in commentary, you're going to play with the tinsel because it looks sort of quite annoying to have the tinsel on. I wonder if Morris is going to commit to whatever he's got on.
Yes.
Great stuff. Good to see the players getting into the spirit, Steve. And look at this by Atkinson.
First bowl.
Right in the middle of the house.
Very good.
We've seen a lot of Amy McEvoy and Kirsten Edwards this Twilight Bowls League. Being very impressive duos, Steve.
They are. Well, they've been class players for a long time, and form's temporary, class is permanent.
Yeah. It's great bowlers. See Amy here on the forehand.
It's going to be somewhere in the zone.
And we had a look at the statistics. There's a statistic there which is the average number of points per scoring end. So it means whenever you score, what's the average number you pick up? And Kirsten and Amy are the only ones that are hovering right near that 2 or slightly over 2 per scoring end. Right. I think Lee Warburton and Adam Bailey in that mode as well. Everyone else 0.2 or 3 down below them. So it tells us that they've been playing lots of big conversion bowls, lots of big last bowls over the 6 weeks.
Yep, and having good bowls in good places. So that's where you get your numbers from.
No, I expect after we've seen that 5 from Dave and Logan, I wonder if that's bumped their statistic up a little.
Yes.
Amy chasing after her bowl.
Looks like it might just hang slightly high, I'm looking.
Needs that
line.
Last little gallop, not going to happen.
Wasted a good weight, as they would say, but
very natural delivery from Via Atkinson.
looks like Morris was happy with this.
Look at that. That's a beautiful bowl.
Very good.
Yeah, great stuff. Great leading from Briar on the first end. Only 5 ends these games. Yeah, Morris Symes.
There he is. Santa Symes.
Or is it one of the Marx brothers who's escaped? Who knows? Who knows? That's staggering. I love it. Words fail me on this occasion. Anyway, Kirsten Edwards on her forehand. Now, so that's you can see what the player saw from that end. Looks like a pretty regulation. You're just drawing with your first ball, aren't you, Steve?
It is. Just find the line. It's on that high line again.
Just slightly overplayed. And here we go, Morris Symes.
He's going for the forehand. He was magnificent on the backhand last week.
He's committed. That's unbelievable. And he was magnificent. Yeah, sorry, Steve, you're right. I was blinded by the sparkle of the glasses. His backhand was fantastic, wasn't it, last week?
He was. His forehand's not going too bad either. Okay.
Are you playing the New Zealand fours with Morris this year, Steve?
Yes, got an invite back, so not too sure. Johnny Gray must have done a sales pitch for me or something, but we've got it all organised.
If he goes well tonight, is one of you brave enough to suggest that he has a beard and sparkly glasses on for the title run again?
I can say that won't happen.
Just testing the waters.
Yes, same again.
Great first end here from Morris and Briar. Of course, they won on last Wednesday, didn't they? On night, whatever that was.
Their
10.
first win.
They
were the only ones that weren't winning, weren't they?
Yeah, that meant that all 8 teams that have been participating in this Twilight Bowls League have won one of the nights, which is fantastic.
Oh, he's just left that in his hand by 6 inches to count. 2 feet to the jack.
Kirsten has a mighty drive. She's just asking what happens if she hits it. Maybe Morris's last bowler set a plant up of some sort, Steve. Is that what she's asking? Doesn't look like it from where we're sitting, does it? Looks like it just cannons one bowl out.
Cannon's the one at 3 o'clock as we're looking at it.
Still drop it 2. Yeah, see there.
But could catch the inside edge to get that back one, but I can't see both of them going. Well, through all 3 of them.
Yeah, you'd need a pretty good result.
Mind you, if the jack goes back deep, happy days.
Just sort of that instinct she would have been displeased with the first couple of bowls and thinking, well, I know I can hit things, so then you have to find something to hit that's worthwhile as Morris waits patiently to play his bowl.
And that's the risk-reward thing too with this, because Morris has got one on the shoot, so he has the opportunity to fix whatever happens or add another bonus. We're not too sure what Kirsten's decided to do.
I think she's going to hit it.
It's looking like it's coming big.
Don't mind this call.
She's
She's close here. What happens if she gets the plant? Oh! Good bowl. Nah, good shot. Good shot.
Great result too.
Yeah.
Good. Back kicks the jack.
I like that. I really like that call, Steve. Because you know that these players are good enough to understand if they're capable of drawing in that particular moment. Kirsten thought, not feeling it. I know I've got a good drive on me. There's percentages around here. I'll play chuck.
It's a 4-shot swing. 3 down to 1 up. So
careful, Morris.
No, didn't quite do it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So 1 to Kirsten and Amy.
Wasn't looking too flash for a start, but it's a good start. Good shot, good result.
And Sue Rossiter going to do the measuring. She's got a, I'm colourblind, so I'm not sure if it's blue or purple. She's got a hat that isn't red.
It's purple. She's
purple
doing the purple thing. Purple and white.
Purple and white.
Total white.
Good. That goes, are these purple and white?
That's blue.
Blue and white, okay. I was going to say she's mixing up with the Twilight Bowls branding. You can see why.
How did you get on with buying your jacket if you didn't really know what colour it was, or did it have blue?
That's part of it, right? It's like, oh, it's purpley bluish, it'll do. You know, everyone, when they think Christmas, you think purpley blue Christmas, so it all sort of works perfect. And Sue, I was looking away. Oh, she's given it to Kirsten and Amy, so one to the white. And let's watch that drive shot from Kirsten. The collision bowl's what to watch here. It came at a very sharp angle.
And that's the bowl that flicked the jack. So
collision bowl did all the work there. The way Amy was watching it, I suspect they were looking for that plant and some follow through off that. But she pushed to the bowl wide in the area, good weight. You know, those things can go badly or they can go well for you, but it's not like she missed by a mile.
I know. No, well, didn't really miss at all because it cut the swelling down and then got the perfect result. So it was a good percentage bowl.
You see this first bowl now of Kirsten Edwards. Remember, her last bowl was a full-blooded drive. It's harder to switch back to than you would think.
It's one of those skills that the top end players practice a lot. Drive one, draw one. It's a bit like golf, you drive for show and putt for dough, and this, it's just a very similar sort of thing here. You drive for show and draw for dough.
Same story. Of course, it is called the Twilight Bowls League for a reason, Steve. If this is your first week tuning in to watch the Twilight Bowls League, we call it that because there's such a thing as the Twilight Bowls League. All around the country, we've got 465 clubs. Most of them run Twilight Bowls in some form.
They do, and it's a regular wee competition. Most clubs average probably 6 nights a week before Christmas, over a 6-week period, and every week go after Christmas. So there's an opportunity to come down and play in it. They take single entries. You don't have to front up with the team. If you just feel like giving it a go, just front up with the club and say, hey, look, give this a go, and the club will organise it from there. The club will have the bowls, so really flat-soled shoes and fun attitude, and you'll have a good time.
Yeah, that's all you need. And I think of worse things to do.
The other opportunity a lot of people get involved with bowls is through corporate events and Christmas functions and stag do's and hen parties and things like that. So the bowling club provides a great environment to come along and have some fun.
Absolutely. Look at that. That was an absolute bomb here from Kirsten Edwards, member of the Stoke Bowling Club.
Yes. She was stoked to win when they won the other week.
I like it.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Who let us into the commentary booth, Steve? That's the real question. Morris Symes on the forehand. He'll be disappointed with that. See a bit of frustration.
Yeah.
Just under on the weight.
Well, I was talking to Kirsten earlier on, and she was saying, though, if you're that yard, if you're a couple of feet under the line, it seems to take about
Suck
a
the
yard
weight
off.
away.
It sucks the weight off real quick. I guess Morris would be... he's a hard man to play for, but he's equally as hard on himself.
Yeah.
So
The disappointing thing about that head for Morris is he's played a good bowl, and he's played 2 bowls that would have felt okay out of his hand, but have actively made the head worse. You know, if he had 2 bowls that were past the head and missed, if he'd missed by that much but being passed, you're happy.
Yep.
But you miss by that much and you're a bit short, and you just think to yourself, gee, I haven't actually played actually 3 okay bowls, and I've actively created trouble for my skip.
and it's blocked off one hand.
Yeah, so we'll be disappointed. But he's Morris would probably say that he tricked Amy into playing that.
Yes. Well, let's see what Briar can do.
One of the up-and-coming stars of bowls in New Zealand, Briar Atkinson, won the New Zealand Open Champion of Champions singles this season, actually.
Good weight.
Returned from Hong Kong not that long ago, where she played with Selena Goddard, it appears, on those lawns.
Well, if you saw some of it, did you see some of it on YouTube and that?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Yes, if you complain about a bowls green in New Zealand, you never would if you played in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I applaud the players for being able to get it within 2 or 3 metres of the jack.
Oh, yes.
Craig Tinker and Sheldon Bagrihalli did exceptionally well. They made the final of that event. They were unlucky on a couple of occasions, I felt. It was intriguing because
they played the Malaysians.
They did the Malaysian pair, Isaac Zulkifli and his lead name.
But they were magnificent. I saw some of that, and some of the shots they got out of, and that you're going, wow.
They played really well. And what amazed me, Steve, was that they were playing with Dreamline XGs, the Malaysians, which take about a foot of green. Well, they take not much green on the best of occasions, and they took them to Hong Kong, where it's like 8 second greens.
Because normally you go out to the big tourney bowls when you go to, overseas, essentially, other than Australia. You want the things that come out of the 70s.
It's here, Amy McElroy on the forehand side.
Just trying to fix the...
Needs it to run it out. Oh, just short of a gallop. Looks like it's easy to be short out there tonight.
It is. It's a bit cooler tonight too, so the green will change quite quickly. Morris was after trying to get onto the bowl, but Briar's not quite played the weight of that thing.
I reckon well, Morris says she's made it.
Okay. Santa just walked in front of me.
Oh, which one's the real Santa? That's the question.
Well, Santa's helper.
2 there to Morris and Briar, 2-1 after 2 ends. And Ben now, who's been our bowls scoop operator for the 5 weeks, doing a fantastic job, dressed up as Santa tonight for us, has another costume for tomorrow night. And our thanks also go to... I'm distracted by Santa. The Cambridge Bowling Club, who lent us
the scooper. Yep.
Let's watch the replays here from that last end. A couple of really good bowls.
This is where Amy gets unlucky, I think.
Oh, yeah, but stuff. It was a really good bowl for the opposition, wasn't it? She was half a bowl wide. And this here, Briar's bowl for 2. It's a well-played shot. Good shot. So that's an example of rub a bit of salt into a wound, Steve.
Yeah.
Amy's been a bit unlucky to knock the bowl up, and Briar goes, I'll make it 2.
Far away here, is she?
Good shot.
Yes. Right on the...
Now, I would be remiss not to mention, Steve, with Morris and Briar both hailing from Taranaki, the most famous... Yeah, it is. It's the most famous bowling tournament that we have in New Zealand, the Men's Open Fours. They're now into their 114, 115
like
years.
It's over 100 anyway, yes.
Some unbelievable number of years playing, and they have great entries this year. 164 the men's fours, and of which 8 are from Australia, and 84 women's teams participating a week or two later in the women's event. Great stuff, isn't it?
The tournament's classic old day stuff where the boys go away for a week and 8 games, isn't it?
Yes,
8 games, you got to win 6, and the big long days, 25 ends, and you can generally get a couple of the games outside in the country, and you get country hospitality at its best down there, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's just a great event. If you're even if you've just started the game, put it in your bowls bucket list. The Taranaki Open, it's well worth participating in, and there's no other tournament like it.
Yep. And especially if you get down there, go to Fitzroy, ask for Grant Pease or Possum as he's known. He'll look after you.
Again, mate.
He's going to get like 3,000 phone calls now.
He's not only world famous in New Plymouth, I can tell you.
Prior on her forehand. It's interesting with the Open. I was reading. We spoke about this last week. There's a book out there, If You're a Bowls Tragic, written by Pete Scotland, who won 4 Open New Zealand fours, but also a couple of the Taranaki Opens from recollection. And he would have been participating in the 40s when it was sort of still building up towards its height. But he speaks about how the fruit shops used to have skips of the day's names instead of the name of the fruits. It'd be like Scotland for $2.50 and something else. The town or the area really got behind it. But that still feels like the case when you go to Taranaki. The Open is sort of all connected, and if you think about the fact it's been going for more than a century, I suppose that makes sense.
Oh yeah, and there are a heap of people that every year, they've got the same house. People in the Taranaki give up their houses, and the bowlers come in and sort of like a batch sort of system, and they keep going back year after year after year, and so it's a great tournament. And I said I was down in Dunedin, and there's a Waikari team from my old club going up this year. So cool. Peter Barron is going to be indoctrinated into the Taranaki fours.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So we see Morris Symes here. We've been yabbering away on the crossover. He's holding one. 3 good white bowls of Amy McElroy's there or thereabouts, but holding one to Briar's shot, and Morris tearing this bowl down.
He's got the run. He's halfway there.
Extremely close.
Oh, that weak feather didn't help, but
half a bowl away.
4th shot.
It's an intriguing game, this one, Steve. We haven't seen that many heads that are easy to play to, because there haven't actually been that many bowls past the head. No, you're sort of shot play wise. There's not been a lot of stuff on. We saw Kirsten play a good shot on the first end, but even that, you weren't really playing for your back bowls. You were just she was looking
to just cut the swelling down essentially, and got the perfect result. Okay, Amy wants to come looking for the black shot bowl. She's got 3 cracks at it.
On the forehand.
We'll put the pressure on Morris.
It was tracking out for a second there, Steve. When she let that go, it was tracking out in a way that I thought, my goodness, is it going to stop tracking out?
Just looked like skidded out of the hand, didn't it?
Just tracked out for that first 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah. We really need another one in there.
Briar reminding Morris, we really need another one in there.
I'd love to hear that, eh?
Yeah, as if he didn't know.
Just checking, just in case.
Oh, no.
Inside out here. How long are the glasses going to last for, Steve?
Well, he has to wear the glasses. It's whether the tinsel around the glasses will stay with it.
Decisions here for Kirsten Edwards. She's played her first bowl, pushed a little bit wide.
I thought she might come under that short black one and she's persevering with just over the draw.
Giving it a much better effort here. She's got the weight. She's very close. Oh, fair effort. She's finished in a nice space. That's the class of these players. When they miss one of those shots where they're looking for like a bowl or a jack, it's always with weight that you've actually improved the head. So the head's now better for the white team. They've got a bowl past.
She caught that effectively a second shot bowl with half a bowl. She would have chopped in line.
Yeah. Look at this from
Well,
Morris Symes.
Ooh,
Well, that's still quite classy though.
yep. He was just looking for a slight click on the same bowl.
Amy and Kirsten going to have a look and see what they can spot.
I think she's going to go a bit bigger.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Got 2 seconds, and they're both on different sides of the target area, so there's not too much danger of things going wrong.
And they do have that bowl you can see on your screen right at the back here. You're right here. She's going to wind up on the backhand. 1 out of 1 on the drive, Kirsten Edwards. See if she can make it 2 out of 2 here. Very close. Whoa!
Right.
Could that have gone better?
No.
I don't think
2 shots to white.
I don't think it could have gone much better. That bowl was not a toucher, so it's going to get taken out of the ditch. So there, Santa Claus looking absolutely radiant with that bowl. And a very good result there from Kirsten.
Very good
Edwards.
result. So she's got the maximum out of those 2 drives so
Yeah,
far,
she
hasn't she?
has.
So that's good.
Just watch this carefully. We're going to get a replay of that. It's actually the bowl that she hits. So she's narrow, gets that one square, follows through, makes a 2 out of it. Again, she's within a bowl.
Yep.
How about another day you'd be within a bowl and get absolutely no result? She's been within a bowl twice and she's made 3 shots out of it.
I think Morris's last bowl, whilst he's slightly heavy, he actually cut another couple out there, so it was good. It was up from.
Kirsten here on the backhand. She switched to the backhand. With a score 3-2 to Kirsten and Amy over Morris and Breyer.
3-2. Well, the TAB had it about right. There was only 10 cents between the 2 of them, so
lots of people sitting on the edge of their seats then, Steve, waiting for this game to finish, and of course the final to come up after this, so don't stray too far from your seats. After this game, the winner of the first game, which are the Clarks, the father and son combination, will take on the winner of this match in a grand final. After we've done a little crowd activation thing, if you come down and watch the bowls live, you're in with a chance to win a bowls bag, and we've changed it up this week, and it's either going to be easier or it isn't. How about they're going to have a target to hit instead of a target to draw at, Steve?
okay, some driving.
In my defence, or in their defence, I've encouraged the target to hit to be bigger rather than smaller.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see what target we
So
come
it's a
up.
knockout, so you miss, you're out. You keep going if people get it through.
I presume so, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be led by whatever we're told.
We're good.
And a bit of excitement this week. We're going to see some drive shots. We've seen enough.
And whose idea was this?
I'm taking no responsibility for it.
No, okay, must have been Colin.
Actually, I'm taking no responsibility for it unless it goes really well.
Okay. Okay.
And then we'll see Kirsten. Interesting. So she switched to the backhand. She's been playing the forehand for the first 3 hands. Switched to the backhand with her draw bowls. Has been passed 3 times. Does that indicate the speed is different on either hand? Or does it mean she just overplayed her 3 bowls, Steve?
Well, there could be a speed difference on the other side. But, you know, she was always wanting to reach that because she had a chance with the Jack or Morris's bowl. And
That's a classy bowl there from Morris Symes. He'll be really pleased that bowl sat down.
it would, because he's just closed off 3/4 of that Jack to a bowl that Amy would be looking to play. She'll be coming down there with reaching weight, I'm sure.
On the backhand,
It's the only hand she's got, really. She can get second shot here by sitting the bowl at 6 o'clock as we're looking at it. That'd be pretty good.
how's the weight here?
That's all it's down to.
It's got beautiful green, needs it to run short of a gallop, and an opportunity here The only concern if you're Morrison Briar, Steve, is fattening the target, isn't it? You don't want to
That's
make you want to make it easier. It's part of the strategy.
Yeah, she doesn't want to sort of be slightly short and slightly wide.
Gotta cover the back.
If you didn't hear it, if you didn't hear it on your TV sets, Briar halfway up said, "Oh, I'm going to cover the back."
Which means she knew she was heavy out of the hand. So
I like that. That's good. And
well, she's setting a standard for us in the fours now because she's not listening to him. So does that mean that we can too?
I wish you the best of luck with that plan, Steve.
Yeah, so do I.
Wish you the best of luck. I think it's unlikely to be successful.
Look
at this.
An edge.
Inside half.
Oh,
That was nearly brilliant.
just about paid the price for setting one out high.
Surely you'd be on the forehand. I'd be too scared to play the backhand here, Steve, just in case I fattened the target up, made it easier for Amy McElroy. But I'm also not as good as Briar or Morris, so we'll wait and see.
Oh, this is clear run.
That's fine. It hasn't made it any easier for Amy,
No.
so it's fine. 3-2 the score on this penultimate end to Kirsten and Amy. And Kirsten saying you're either driving it or you're drawing it. I have enjoyed how confidently they play the game, Kirsten and Amy.
Yeah.
If there's a shot on, they play it.
Yeah.
Understand what bowls do in collision.
Have they got an indoor background as well?
No, they don't. No,
Okay.
neither of them have it. They've just played a lot of outdoor bowls.
Yeah, and they play with the blokes there in Stoke as well. So
Shannon McElroy, who's Amy's husband, was the youngest player in indoor bowls nationals in the 90s. There's a little newspaper article of him when he was about 8 years old. What looks like a perfect delivery, which is no surprise.
he can play a wee bit.
Yeah, he's okay.
Just lift a bit in the hand.
Blake's perfect.
Briar's got a chance to make it 3. Go 2 up and play in the last.
Big moment, really.
Yeah.
Huge bowl from Briar Atkinson. Had 2 goes at the backhand.
How's she looking?
Down to the
Morris
weight
is-
now.
Morris is getting excited.
Down to the weight now. That's a beautiful bowl.
Well done.
That's as good as it gets, Steve.
It is. I think we've got Terry.
Yeah, Terry will be in the commentary booth shortly, although she's short and I can't see her, so we'll just we'll wait and see how that goes.
Oh, here she
Oh,
comes.
she's on her way at speed. That's good. You can see her making her way across the screen there. Obviously busy in conversation, so that's cool. And 5-3 the score. Welcome, Terry.
Hello.
Hi. How was your chat?
Good, thanks. Yeah, I forgot momentarily where I was meant to be and what I was meant to be doing.
So,
Marvelling at Brian's bowl, to be fair.
it was a very good bowl, wasn't it? I know you'd probably, and there we see Sean and Tyler,
Yeah.
a few others, Jeff Coe, Wayne Baker, watching on. I know you probably don't want to talk about it, Terry, but how are you feeling after that first game?
Look, it was a pretty deflating way to finish our Twilight Bowls series. But hey, it's always enjoyable getting out there with Mum, and Mum's been playing really well this whole time, and yeah, it's her birthday tonight, so it would have been great to get at least a win under our belt, but no, we're happy.
You had there were 2 fair efforts, particularly Jenny's one for that second 5. I thought she had that all the way. How were you feeling?
I really liked it, and I don't get too vocal very often about bowls, but I remember yelling at it to get down. And I genuinely thought it had. I was quite interested to see what angle she was going to get it at and where the jack was going to go.
Yeah.
It looked promising to get a number, that's for sure.
Looked like it could pop back for a 5 there, which would have brought you right back into the game.
Would have been nice.
So this Twilight Bowls League, it's our last week. It's the last night we're going to see you guys. When you look back over the 6 weeks of the Twilight Bowls League, what are your reflections? How do you feel it's gone? You enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, I have enjoyed it. Obviously, naturally, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if we went that little bit better, but we certainly came into it feeling like the underdogs. And, you know, it was a bonus to get that win on the first night. And then we just tried to keep our head above water for the rest of it, really. But no, the whole concept's really cool. I love that it's promoting all the different dynamics that we see in the sport. And I think it's done that really well.
That's the thing, isn't it? You look at the eight different pairings that we have, and there is just that mix that you literally see on a bowling green. You remember if Claudelands and Point Chev, if either of those hold, we have lots of gala competitions and outdoor bowls. If you go to a gala, you look out across the green. That's the mix that you see.
That's it, yeah.
Well, you're saying we're talking about galas, Terry.
Yeah, no, that's it. You do see this sort of group of people wherever you go, and at all levels of the game as well.
Fine, don't panic. So we'll have a look at this end. So it's the last end. We're going to have you for the last end of this game, and then you're going to hang around and commentate the first end of the final, which is quite exciting to get your input. If you are Morris and Breyer, you're playing with the Black Bowls, you're 3-5 up on the final end.
Yep.
How are you feeling about how it's sitting here?
I mean, 2 up is a reasonably nice buffer, and I think the way the head has shaped up here, they'll be feeling that little bit more comfortable, just given the fact that 2 of those white balls are in front of the jack rather than behind.
Yep.
Yeah. And the way they've been playing as well, I mean, both of them have been in really good form, really solid, and obviously, even if they do dip off a little bit, they've always found a way to lift for one of their
Just
balls.
quickly, what are your thoughts on Morris's attire tonight? Because I think it's absolutely magnificent.
You know what? I was practicing with him when he wasn't wearing the Christmas get-up, and then he came back out and I didn't even recognise him. But anyway, I think he looks fantastic. Mum and I considered going the beards ourselves, but I think he would have worn it better.
Yeah. And Jenny, of course, wearing birthday present earrings,
Yes,
not Christmas present earrings.
and a birthday bow. She was very specific about that.
This is, if anyone can hear the music, this is Bri Atkinson's favourite song. She requested it last week.
Oh yeah, I think
I quite like it. It's quite nice.
it's trending at the moment, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. What does that mean? Bit of country music. And
Like it.
Kirsten and Amy with work to do here. 2 forces next end. So 2's all that Kirsten is thinking. She's got 3 bowls to do it with. Holding 1 on the head as it sits. Every time I hear there's some Christmas bells, I think there's like a herd of cats running past or something.
But it's Erin.
But it's just Erin Nurka.
Probably just their shoes more than anything. Amy's not minding this one.
Clean run. Now they're
Needs to
holding the
pull up.
draw. It's enough.
So if you were to ask me now how Morris and Breyer are feeling, maybe they'd feel a little bit more pressure at this point.
A little bit more stressed.
Yeah, but I think they'd certainly back themselves as well. They both still look pretty relaxed.
Yeah, Morris, such a classy operator. It's been good for 40 years, 50
You
years.
wouldn't want the gap though.
That was a bit stiff. And if you look at the weight he's played it with, he's only just gone out of the circles. So he actually essentially played it with draw weight there. He
Yeah.
was within half a bowl of perfection.
It's a good sighter though, and he's someone that can adjust with precision.
Yeah, backs himself to make those changes. And Kirsten, in the meantime, will just be looking to put another bowl in the house. They need 2 for a draw, remember, 3 for a win. If she can count here, she's holding the win. Oh, she's just pulled up on it. So Morris with a chance, but Kirsten has the last bowl.
Yeah, that's it. It all really comes down to what Morris does here.
On the backhand, staring after it, Santa Claus.
He does look very interested.
again.
Oh, it wouldn't pull up on the other side of the circle, would it?
It's unbelievably frustrating.
Wow.
Mate. He's literally played 2 pretty good bowls.
I'd hate to think I've given the commentators curse on the crossover.
How are you feeling, Terry? Confident, you said. You said they'd be feeling good.
Yeah,
Could drop a 3 to lose the game here,
yeah.
and it'll be all your fault.
Kirsten will be pretty used to shots like these, I'm sure.
Well, the beauty of it, so as it sits now, we're going to an extra end. Kirsten's got last bowl with no right to reply. You just want to put the game to bed now, don't you?
That's
Of course, remember to hang around after this. We've got a little crowd activation, but then we have the grand final. 7 ends between the winner of this game and the Clarks. Kirsten here scoring for the win. Needs 3 for the win. Needs to make it into the house. She's chasing after it.
Needs a clean run, I believe.
She's done it. She's done it.
Wow, little fist bump to
Absolutely
finish.
beautiful bowl.
Heartbreak from Morrison Pryor.
What a finish that was. Absolutely great stuff. Wow.
We haven't really seen that yet, have we? You know, we've seen opportunities for extra ends that haven't quite come to fruition.
And then we see Kirsten and Amy, the winners, again with our Christmas. We've got a Christmas theme, Terry. So congratulations to Kirsten and Amy through to the grand final. But before we go to the grand final, Terry, we've got a crowd activation. That's your short. That's not a very nice thing to say, sorry. The crowd activation coming up. I see people make their way down. I see one of your children.
Yes, the youngest, Tyler's name. In fact, I was the one that was pulling names out of the hat, and it just so happens that I pulled out my husband, Sean, my youngest son, Tyler, and indoor bowling friend, Jeff Coey.
How's he going to go, do you think?
The good news is they've given him an indoor bowl.
Cool.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of practice. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes. All I know is he's very excited.
Well, that's good. I can't remember the rules for this, so when we throw to Sally, listen very carefully. It may be that we're going as close as we can to the jack, or maybe that we're trying to hit the jack. I don't recall what the rule is.
I believe it's going to hit the jack.
We're going for a hit, but Sally will tell us, and if Sally doesn't tell us, we'll figure it out pretty quickly based on what the plan is. I'm excited to see what happens here. We've got a lot of people from the crowd, and remember, we've got one more day of the Twilight Bowls League here live at Royal Oak Bowls. If you want to be one of these crowd members and have a go at winning yourself a bowls bag, just turn up to the Royal Oak. If you added bonus, you have a bit of Christmas gear, you might win a spot prize. There's food, there's everything else. What more would you want? And we'll be throwing to Sally any moment now. Well, not yet. Okay, well, what can we talk about then, Terry?
They did have a spot prize for recent Christmas tonight, and we sort of bullied Sean into wearing the Christmas jumper, and he got second place.
Was it his choice to purchase the Christmas jumper, or was it got for him?
Last year he purchased it following me buying one, so he wasn't bullied into that.
Oh, that's good. And we're ready now for the crowd activation. So I'm going to throw to Sally. Good luck to everybody.
Hello and welcome back to Twilight Bowls. We're here ready to our Aero Bowl off, but we're doing things a little bit differently. Instead of having one winner, we can have lots of winners. Anyone who hits the jack can win the prize. So let's see who we've got. Come on up. Don't be shy. You're only on Sky TV. What's your name?
Ian McKenna.
And are you a bowler?
Well, yeah, pretend to be.
So you're feeling a little bit confident?
Negative.
Well, good luck. So close, but not quite a winner. Thank you very much. Come on up, Andrew Mack. I've got one important question for you. Do you think your moustache makes you a better bowler?
We'll see. It definitely helps in other areas of life.
Have you bowled before?
Never.
He might not be bowling again. Who have we got here? What's your name?
Dave,
And are you a bowler?
part-timer. All I want to do is beat my daughter.
Good luck. Not quite. We're still yet to get a winner. So tell the audience what's your name and are you a bowler?
My name's Mike, I'm a second-year bowler and this is my home club.
And you feeling confident? We haven't got a winner yet. Are you going to be that winner?
Probably not, but we're about to find out.
Now, who have we got here?
Tyler.
And who have you come to watch tonight?
My mum.
Who's your mum?
Terry.
Okay, well, good luck. It's got some good speed on it. Great effort, Tyler. Now we've got Terry's wonderful husband, Sean. Are you feeling confident?
No.
Good luck. So close, but not there. Are you a bowler, my friend?
Yes, I am.
What's your name?
Being quick.
And are you feeling like you can beat all of the guys behind you?
I think we've got a good chance.
Good luck. One last person. If you weren't feeling the pressure before, you are feeling it now. What's your name?
Jeff Cowie,
And you're a bowler, yes?
sort of.
What club do you bowl out of?
Tauranga.
Okay, well, good luck. Nice try, guys. We didn't quite get a winner here tonight, but we'll be doing this again tomorrow night. So if you think you can do it, come on down to the Royal Oak Bowling Club between 6:30 and 8:30. I'm passing it back to Alex in commentary.
Well, that was something, wasn't it?
It
I mean,
was.
valiant efforts, I would say.
It's a very small target, isn't it?
Let's be clear. It's I got nothing. It was good to see. How do you think your son and husband went, Terry? Are you going to give them
Well,
some coaching when they get back?
I don't think they'd get much value out of my coaching, but oh look, I'm proud of Tyler and the way he spoke, and he had a little indoor bowl. If you wondered why it was so small,
Yes.
So I think he gave that a fair effort. And I mean, I've got to admit, there's a little part of me that's probably happy that Sean missed, because otherwise, imagine the bragging rights when we get home.
Oh, Sean would have let you know, I suspect.
Absolutely.
We saw some beautiful deliveries, some lovely efforts, and as Sally said, get yourself down here tomorrow, the last effort at the crowd activation, a chance to win a bowls bag. But anyway, up next we've got the final, and you can see there the Clarks taking on Maoy and Edwards. I'm going to put you on the spot, Terry. Who's your pick?
Oh, that's tough, because they're the 2-2 winners, right?
Yep.
So someone's going to get a third win here tonight. And I mean, they've won 2 nights for a reason. Both of them are going really good. But you know what? I'm going to go with David and Logan.
David and Logan.
Yeah, David and Logan. What about you?
Oh, I never pick a winner.
Oh, well, this has gone well.
I just thought I'd see what you were going to say. It'll be interesting. It will be good. It is, of course, our penultimate night here at the Twilight Bowls League. We've seen all 4 of these players play really well over the 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, if you're I'm going to put myself on the spot and just say it. For me, Amy McAvoy has probably been my MVP over the 6 weeks. I think she's been so solid, on the draw, little weighted shots. I think she's been really consistent.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I think Dave and Logan, they've really hit their stride in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they've sort of kicked on the last 3 or 4 weeks. And it looks like we have had the white win the toss. So Dave Clark looking much happier than he was when he lost the toss earlier on today. And we'll see who goes first. It'll be interesting. I mean, you've been winning the toss, Terry. Do you see in the opposition into bat? Have you been going first?
So I found this really interesting, because in indoor bowls, if you win the toss, you typically send the opposition in first. There's a lot of emphasis on having that last bowl. And then when I came over to outdoor, everyone was taking the mat when winning the toss, and I genuinely thought maybe you didn't get to choose and it was just automatic. But no, I still sort of stick to the indoor ways and send the mat with the opposition. I think especially with this, when you know what the length is going to be, there's no advantage there. So again, it's just all on that last bowl on the first end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we've seen Dave and Logan do. They're playing with the white bowls. They won the toss and they've sent Amy and Kirsten into bat. Well, play bowls, I suppose, not into bat. That's just a metaphor. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that last bowl. So keep an eye on that last bowl of the Clarks because they obviously think it's an advantage. That's why they've asked for it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of their Christmas get-up?
Very impressed, particularly Dave Clark's hat. Which,
Yeah, I like it.
I mean,
I can't tell if he's standing or if he's upside down.
you'd want to get it operated on, if that's actually, you shouldn't have feet coming out of your head.
I do hear that they were meant to pair it with suspenders, but they didn't end up busting those out.
Well, they tried. I'm happy. Like we've said, one more day of the Twilight Bowls League, and it's all over for this season of the event. Feel free to come down to the Royal Oak Bowling Club tomorrow. The bowl starts at 6:30. If you're dressed Christmassy, you're in a big chance of having a spot prize. There's fantastic catering here, nice drinks, good bowls, nice music, etc., etc. What more could you want on a Wednesday night?
Logan looks to be tracking pretty well here.
I've had a good last 3 or 4 runs, and that was that
Joyce,
went well, didn't it, that bowl?
No, it sure did. It was always going to be effective, I think. The track that it was coming down, and he had a bit of weight on it, but nothing too crazy. How many touches do you reckon he's got tonight? Because I know he had a fair few against us.
5, 6.
Not bad in short games.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. We see Amy McAvoy make her way down.
Run.
Mark McLeod, the DJ, is really doing a good job making it feel like Christmas. Snoopy's Christmas, leering over the speakers. That's a Christmas song only really popular in New Zealand, Terry.
Oh, is that right? Yep. It's huge in New Zealand, isn't it?
Yep, massive. And it was at best like a F-side hit to everywhere else in the world. But in New Zealand it went particularly well. I don't know why, I just know it's the only place that it's a popular song. And we're also unique for doing lolly scrambles, apparently. Who knew?
You've always been full of interesting knowledge.
Well, interesting's subjective, isn't it? Crossover. White holding 1. So if you are Kirsten Edwards, what are you playing here, Terry?
I don't have the best view right now, to be honest, Alex.
So you're 1 down to that bowl in the middle of the house.
Yeah.
Got a bowl at 6 o'clock.
I guess the backhand is the open hand, right? I guess with your first bowl, you could just be looking to draw close, get another one handy. Might create something a little bit for your next one.
Yeah. That's what she's thinking here. Of course, a key difference for this grand final, as opposed to the section play games, as we might call them, is that it is 7 ends. You play a 7-end final, so a little bit more time for the game to breathe.
Kirsten had really good speed with that first bowl. We heard Amy say that as well, and she's got another bowl in the house, I've been hearing you call it.
Yeah. I've been trying to bring some curling terminology into the Twilight Bowls League, so I think the house is good. I think if a bowl gets wrecked on another, or hits another bowl, you call it getting wrecked.
I did hear you guys say that last week.
And I've also, Terry, been trying to bring in the term yeet to lawn bowls.
I'm not on board.
I think that yeet should replace the word drive.
No.
And then you can use it as a doing, like that was yeeted, or well yeeted, or they've been yeeting. It's got a lot of application, the word yeet to lawn bowls.
You're really campaigning for this. Have you been successful so
No,
far?
not at all, not at all. I've had almost universal dislike at best, I would say, of this campaign.
You won't be hearing me busting that word out.
No, I'll keep trying. But certainly you've had a horrible response to it. Rightio. So Kirsten looking at it like Kirsten wanted to hit that, I think, but Amy just go, no, you can draw the shot. On the backhand. Steering down. And she's not far away here. If she clears the front, Kirsten Edwards, how's the weight? Oh, that was perfect green. A chance here for 2. So we're going to bid you adieu shortly, Terry. So before I let you go from the commentary booth back to doing whatever you were doing before, as we see Tyler come to say hello. Is there anything you would like to say to anyone? Let me rephrase it. You've been playing outdoor for it's your first season back to it. You're now world champion. You're playing at Borderlands Bowling Club and participating in Bowls Waikato events. Who have been the people who you've been helped along this journey by?
Well, I mean, certainly yourself, Alex. I don't know if that was a nice segue.
That's not what I was looking for.
You were obviously the one that encouraged me to take the leap and
Great bowl.
yeah, see how I go at outdoor. That was a terrific bowl for 2 bonus shots from games, they say. Yeah, no, so certainly yourself and yeah, the whole Bowls New Zealand high performance coach has been amazing. Yeah.
So that's a good question. So as an athlete, like a high performance athlete at Bowls, you go to the World Championships. What does a typical day look like for you guys? When you're over there at the World Championships, what does a typical day look like?
Yeah, it can vary a little bit. I suppose the bulk of it is probably training on the green, and you know it's reasonably player led. So if a player feels like there's a certain thing they want to work on, the coaches will make sure they get the opportunity to do that, whether it's a certain drill, and they'll usually have a group of people working on those things. Yeah, we have a really good sports psychologist, John Quinn. He's amazing. So he usually has a few group chats and individual chats and things like that.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. It's always interesting, I think, is if you're just a club bowler or whatever, just to understand how much effort actually goes into being in that high performance thing. And you guys had training camps and regular get-togethers, I understand.
Yeah, that's it. I know I got a lot out of the fortnightly women's chats that we had on Zoom. Just, listening to the likes of Taylor Bruce and Val Smith. I mean, just all of them. It was really invaluable. And I know leading into Worlds, we were doing it on Thursday nights, and I'd get off at 8 p.m. And I was just super motivated. And of course, I had to go to bed and get ready for a work day the next day.
At least you're motivated. And that was a great shot there from Kirsten Edwards. Remember, a 2 scored on the first end to Dave and Logan. Dave looking to draw another bowl.
Then give yourself a chance, bud. Even if you're up and over yours, through there.
They play quite a confident game, like assertive, they're not shy to, she's just drawn one right on it, but they're not scared to sort of add that little bit extra weight. I quite like that.
I was going to say, have you found it, participating in this Twilight Bowls League, they've got the 8 different pairs combinations, and so sort of beginning to get a feel for how the pairs combinations play. So in my head, we've got like your Adam and Lee's, who are quite aggressive.
Yeah.
If we were to look at Dave and Logan, what do you think their game style is?
I mean, I'd say that they're reasonably assertive. I think they're really good at that little trail shot, and I don't know. I think just once they hone in on it, I think they just really hit their stride, and they just do what they do.
Both of these pairs combinations really understand the game. When you look about how they build heads and shot selection, all that sort of stuff, there's a lot of smart thinking going on with these 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I did find that Mum and I were probably not the ones to move the jack around a lot. Ideally we were just drawing to the house if we were good enough on the night, and just hoping that it wasn't moved, I guess. What we found in those last sort of few weeks is that a lot of the teams really picked up their confidence and were playing those shots really well.
What do you think of I'm not sure what I'd feel like playing with a tie. I've been quite impressed by Logan, because it would really annoy me if the tie sort of hits your forearm.
My first observation watching his first bowl tonight was, I guess, surprise. I was picking him to sort of hold the tie in place and bowl that way, kind of like you'd hold a cloth, I suppose. But he just sort of lets it hang freely.
It's interesting.
But it doesn't get in the way, and he's been playing magnificent tonight, as he has for most of the Twilight Bowl series.
Yeah, good stuff. You see his first bowl there, just missing pass. So they scored a 2 on the first end, Dave and Logan.
Thank you.
And a couple of claps, those sort of the encouraging pre-claps, isn't it, that you give your team?
Yeah, I'm on board with that. There's usually something positive you can say about a bowl.
Right bias. Let it go, good.
That's what Mum has to say to me. But yeah, usually good line, good speed.
Here we go. This is your MVP, Amy McElroy, and that's what she's been
well
doing
played.
all tournament.
Yeah, no,
Beautiful
she's
bowl.
brilliant. I know when we've been watching at home, my son Tyler has said that Kirsten and Amy are one of his favourite teams, along with Morris and Bryant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he was quite excited about the second game tonight.
Look at this here. Logan Clark on the forehand, flying a bit short. Feels like an opportunity for a number here for Amy and Kirsten. We've seen Logan be pass and then shy. So if you're Kirsten and Amy, you think, well, if I put a third bowl on, there's half a chance. There's half a chance we might get an opportunity at a fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Logan only having that one bowl left. All you can do is just keep putting the pressure on and hope they crack.
Fair enough. That's how it works, really. And we see Amy McElroy here on her forehand side, willing this bowl back in. She's got the right line, just needs it to turn it all.
Good effort.
Not quite in. Would you be happy with one down here if you're the Clarks, or is it going to have a... What's Dave just indicated there?
Not quite sure, actually.
Oh, well.
There's a Christmas tree in my way.
Festive spirit. So watch.
It wouldn't surprise me if he just wanted that trail sort of speed again. And he's not far away.
He's very close here. That is...
Oh, yeah.
That's class, right?
That's brilliant. Do you reckon it's enough for one, or did it just about?
I think it's just about absolute class. And hard to make it two if you're Kirsten and Amy, because there's an... I mean, usually you'd look at a shelf, see if you can chip it off with the shelf, but it doesn't really look like it's on, Terry. What would you play here? Do you just take the one?
Try and draw another one.
Well, Kirsten's calling to draw another one, which is, yeah, that's a lot of confidence in your skip. I don't know that I'd feel, I mean, it would have to be absolutely perfect, and I don't even know if the line's there with that wing bowl.
If she draws a second shot, this is the best bowl you'll see this month.
She'd warrant the MVP status that I've
Oh, you just give it
dubbed
to
her.
her.
On the
Yeah.
slight chicken side. That's okay.
She said she might be on the chicken side, which is absolutely fair.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you very much for joining me in commentary for 3 ends, Terry. I'll let you get back to the sidelines. You can watch the rest of Twilight Bowls League, and we've really enjoyed having you be a part of it.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me.
We see one go to Kirsten Amy there, Annalise Baker, Austin, Jenny watching on, and Steve Beale back in the commentary booth. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Now we 7 ends final?
7 end final, yeah,
Again
7
tonight.
end final again tonight. So we've got 5 ends to go. And the score 2-1 to Dave and Logan Clark. Saw a brilliant bowl from Logan with his last one
Last
just
bowl
then.
was magic, wasn't it? He was in a wee bit of strife, but can't have been far out from actually getting sharp.
This Amy McElroy on the back end. Has been intriguing over the 6 weeks. I still don't think we've seen a pair. I don't think we've seen a favoured side on this rank, Steve. Seems to be flicking backwards and forwards between the forehand and the backhand.
Yeah, a lot of times the backhand's been taken out of play by a couple of shots on the forehand, finishing narrow and short. So I think a lot of the forehand shots have been more forced on than decided on.
Yeah. And again, mate.
Taking her time. Same every time she plays the bowl.
It
Amy
is.
McElroy. It's probably a good takeaway regardless of
Start turning now.
what level of bowls you endeavour to play, be it a corporate event or Twilight Bowls League or something a bit higher up. But if you can just sort of think to yourself, there's 1 or 2 things I'm going to do every time before I play a bowl, you get yourself hooked into that rhythm, don't you, Steve?
Certainly do, and if you follow what Amy's doing, then you won't be too far away from getting it right.
Yeah, you could do worse for sure. Logan Clark steering after this bowl. When's it going to break?
Yeah.
Oh, great effort.
Just didn't bite that last bit.
Is that a Christmas hat on the very back of... I think Amy has something Christmassy on. Yeah, there, I can see it. There's a Christmas hat. It's on the ponytail.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Good place to put it.
Yeah, why not?
It is.
Well, I was speaking, Steve, at Indoor Bowls at a place called Manawaru, which is somewhere in the North Island, to a man called Kevin Boothby, who's played a bit of outdoor and indoor, and he said to pass on his regards to you, and that the last time he saw you, you had a ponytail, which wouldn't have been that unlike Amy McElroy's.
Yeah, maybe. It was back in the days when, I used to play with the tie and the shirt, and long sleeve shirt, big hat.
Fair enough.
Didn't do anything from the bowls, but as I said, it goes back to Nana going, if you're not the part, son, at least look it. But he was a very good bowler in his day, Mr. Boothby.
Yes, yeah, still plays a fine indoor bowl. Hasn't played outdoor for a few years, though. He says they keep asking him to go and play.
Yeah, he played with his sidekick there, Neville Risbridge, quite a bit back in the day.
So if Gail and Kevin are watching, to consider that a hello. That's what you see Kirsten here on the forehand.
Come on, bud. Right up.
Just needs to run it all the way.
Far away.
Willing it in.
Just that.
Try.
Just out.
Steering this one down.
No, he's missed the line.
Oh, he'll be happy he got caught on that second black bowl.
Yeah.
Just change your head around a little.
Yeah, it's made it hard to get shot for
I think we're still holding.
the Clarks. But,
Is it better there now, or? Yeah, I'm happy with that. You look, even if you get a little touch, turn around the corner.
There's not much danger on this hand.
On the back end. Down to the weight here from Kirsten.
Starting to come now.
Needs it to keep running. Keep running, she says. Oh, half a bowl short. What do you play here, Steve?
Yeah, I think he's on the back end. I think it's the only way in. It's the only clear way into the jack. And he can sit one of the shot bowls and fall in. He's got a couple of options there. Is he not going to quite get down, I don't think.
Oh, he rocked that white bowl. Once he realised he was holding, that's when you go, well, if you could just sneak past that one and then turn.
You can even play down there.
Probably for the shot, he was a couple of feet heavy, that's about all. Otherwise, he would have turned into those two shot bowls.
Throw another one in. Yeah, even if you're getting on the back of
Sort of
ours.
situation where he'll just back himself to play a similar bowl again, do you think, Steve?
Yep, just change his weight. He only has to change one thing.
Let's go, buddy.
So Kirsten on the forehand here. Holding 1.5. Sue Rossiter says it's 2. I'll call it 1.5. Keep hearing the jingling of bells at the venue.
Yes. It's an errand ferry, I think, isn't it?
All good, bud.
Still holding 2 here. Man, that bowl's finished right on the line on the back end. Do you go a bit quicker? Be 1 down if it goes hideously. If you stick with the jack, you're holding 1 at the back. Is it worth it, Steve, or is it a bit dangerous?
Well, it looks like he's got 2/3 at worst. He's got to be looking with some sort of weight into those arguably 2 shot bowls. He's looking to play it on his arm gesturing there on the forehand.
Here we go. On the forehand, as you said. Let's see what weight this comes out with.
Yep, fun run.
Pretty big weight for Dave, and he's not far away. Watch it. Great effort.
It's got a resolve. It's only one down.
Yeah. I really enjoy watching that speed in this game, Steve, because the collision bowl always does interesting things, and you just play that. I'm just about to say end of match speed, but that's not what I'm looking for. Just into the ditch speed. The collision bowl always does interesting things because it's not going so fast that it's shearing off the head.
Well, the other thing is on the carpet, the bowls, when they're played with that sort of weight, or any weight, they skid on the natural green.
We'll get a chance to see that, Steve. Now watch this. Watch the collision bowl. Gets it square. And it just is able just to... There's that nice follow through.
Yeah. Possibly if you played it a wee bit heavier, could have taken that other shot out. But,
could have, yeah.
Let's go, bud.
But yeah, no, on the carpet, it's inclined... Yeah, bowls hitting bowls, it's inclined to skid for upwards of about 6 inches and then start rolling away, whereas on the natural surfaces, it rolls straight away.
I learned that early on in my, well, we'll call it a career. I learned that early on in my bowls life, Steve, when my skip said to me, does the plant work? And I looked at it and I went, yep, it's all good. You just have to hit that one and we'll get like a 4 or 5. And he hit it perfect and it skidded first. And then the plant no longer worked. Oh, okay, I've learned something here. So absolutely on carpet, particularly over the longer distance as your bowls skid a little bit, then they bite. But was not flavour of the month for a little while because I was pretty confident. I was pretty confident when I said hit that bowl and we'll be fine, and he hit the bowl and we weren't fine.
Was that when you were playing the Bowls 3-5 event?
Oh,
World famous in that.
Probably happened there as well, Steve.
Yes.
It went a bit better. You're disappointed with that bowl, Kirsten?
Yeah.
Would have known the moment. You know the moment you let it go when you just miss by that little bit, eh?
Oh, yeah. Goodness. That's when you bit of self-talk where you're not that complimentary to yourself.
Dave Clark steering down this bowl. Seems to be on this final that the players are favouring the backhand. Is perhaps the kinder hand. It was a good pickup of yours earlier, Steve, that probably more the reason we haven't seen the backhand played is because bowlers miss on the forehand first. So then you have to play on that forehand side, but just to the left as we see it. Whereas if they start on the backhand, which is arguably a kinder hand, the forehand remains open, so it's more 50-50 then.
Yeah.
Come on, bud.
Well, Kirsten's had a change, so...
Big finish.
Almost no one's got shot, but picking the white bowl at 6 o'clock's got it at the moment. Davey will be looking to get something a bit tied up.
Steering it down. If he's got the weight right, this is absolutely perfect. He's going to clear the front one. See how much running the bowl has left to do. It's a good shot.
He's into just into the blue, so that's very good there.
Classy stuff.
Not too sure about that upside down centre though. Has he got horns? Or?
I said, to Terry, it's something you'd want operated on, eh? Like sort of
Dr. Pimple Popper or something.
Like, it would get 1 million views.
Yes.
Right, Amy McAvoy with a bit of work to do here. She's 2 down on the head. Dave's just played a really good third bowl.
Amy will be just trying to land the target.
Come on, Aim. Run.
Just a reminder to any of the viewers out there and bowlers, if you're interested in getting these targets, just give me a buzz.
Yes.
So it's Steve at Bowls New Zealand on email. You'll find me in contact details there, and I'll put you in touch with the printer and talk about what it can look like. We can change all sorts of colours and all sorts of logos on them. So if it's something that you think you might want for your artificial green, give us a yell.
They're not super temporary either. They've got they don't damage the green, but you could put a sticker down and you could leave it for
a number of weeks.
Yeah.
Number of weeks. So if you're holding like your Bowls 3-5 competition or something along those sort of lines, or some fun event. There you go.
Why not? And I think pretty affordable as well, as we see this bowl here.
Oh, good effort,
Needs it to
Carl.
pull up. That's a good shot.
Good.
Good bowl.
Yeah.
Cut it down. Well,
Should
another
be
second.
Another second.
That's the case for a lot of things, isn't it, Steve? If you're a member of a bowls club and you've got a burning question, honestly, just have a look at the Bowls New Zealand website, and there's a About Us page with the staff members and the job titles. To be fair, if you flick any of us an email, just outline what you want to know.
Yep.
We'll pass it on to the required person, get back to you as soon as we can.
Absolutely. And you know, if you've got big plans or something like around refurbishments and programs and services, then yeah, we're quite happy to get on our Bowls New Zealand push bikes and make our way to your club and sit down and meet with your membership and or the members, the committee, whoever you want to be involved.
Do the push bikes have engines?
Well, mine doesn't.
my push bike does, I can tell you that.
Oh, well. Mark Cameron's only got Bowls New Zealand push bike 1, so that's the one with the engine.
Wouldn't make it up the hill. Here we go, look at this. That's a
Well
classy
done.
bowl.
Well done.
Well done.
That's as good as you'll see. Oh, a little high five there in the background. Logan to Amy, that's as good as you see, isn't it? That was unbelievable.
Yep, excellent.
Terry had Amy picked as her MVP of the tournament. Steve,
Okay.
who would you pick as the best player we've seen over the 6 weeks?
Davey Clark's been pretty steady for me. Both in play and shots been called and all that. So, yep, Amy's right there. Kirsten's played well as well all the way through, I think.
Very consistent, eh?
Yeah.
And we see Logan's been called on the backhand.
With weight.
Reaching. Square. Oh, fair effort. It's funny, I know it's only 2 more ends, the 7-end final, but the tension doesn't build yet, does it? Because we're on end 3 of 7 instead of 3 of 5.
Yep.
It just gives the game that little bit more room to breathe.
Yep. Yeah, you're not panicking or chasing shots. And one thing about the carpet, it's generally not a chasing sort of surface.
Yes.
You want to be on top, and the team that's consistently drawing handy bowls that are workers, so to speak. They'll generally come through. If you start poking and prodding, a lot of bowls needs to be on your shoulder.
Asking for a bit more. See Ben there. Who's now, Santa has glasses.
And a chain-mailed Mo.
It's quite impressive.
It is.
As we see.
Is he going to try and beat the bowl up the green here? He's on the run. Here he goes. Beat your bowl to the head.
He's done a stellar job, Ben. He's been our bowls.
Absolutely.
Our bowls
You just see him
pusher
coming
for
into view now. He's
6
down
weeks.
to a walk. The gallop didn't last long.
No, fair enough, too. I wouldn't be running. Certainly has been of great benefit, that bowls pusher. It's good. Ben's got really good at sort of scooping them all up, and then you can deliver them so they sort of splay out of the thing.
Yeah.
Another one, actually, we were looking into bowls. The bowl scoop, certainly, Steve, is Bowls New Zealand. So
absolutely,
if over the 6 weeks you've seen the bowl scoop and you think, gee, that's something that could come in really handy for my club. They're probably best used in a roll-up situation, or you have your gala days or an artificial where you've got a lot of people at your club. I can imagine they'd be handy in that space.
It'd be a handy thing if you need a handy thing. Yes, so I've reached out to Rake's Pride in England, who are the suppliers of these particular brand. Still waiting to hear from them. So, but actually had my first inquiry today saying we would like one. So that sort of ramps up the let's find an answer to this.
Yeah. Perhaps the bowl scoop could be a more lasting impression from Twilight Bowls than me trying to get yeet to be a word that we use, Steve.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'd probably see the bowl scoop being more an artificial surface than a natural surface tool there. But Apparently they're the big thing in the UK.
If you think about it, on a real slow green, it would actually be harder to kick the bowls back, wouldn't it?
Yeah, apparently it's part of the lead's job or something over there. You know? So if you haven't won the end as the lead, it's your job to get the scooper and the bulldozer.
That would incentivise me to not be leading.
Well,
you want to move up the ranks pretty fast.
You hope your skip draws a shot with his last bowl or something, or her last bowl.
But it hasn't done that before, so it's probably
that last bowl there.
after the rain.
How'd you go today at bowls? Oh, I scooped the bowls well.
Lots of scooping. Not a good sign. And speaking of not good signs, this is the best end we've seen from Kirsten and Amy in the context of that when they're crossing over, they're holding 3 here. So it's the first, there's a little chink. You know, Logan has just missed those 3 bowls.
Yep.
Probably the first loose head we've seen him play all night, and a chance for Amy and Kirsten to try and sort of jump on top of this. They're trailing, well, they're leading 3-2, but they've scored 3 consecutive ones.
Yep.
They'll really be thinking when you cross over in this situation, surely we can find a way to get a multiple.
Yeah, the only plus for the Clarks is the fact that they've got last bowl. But even if Davey draws one, the girls will go start looking for it straight away. So
Good, bud.
Bang, right on it.
Good.
Very good.
Lovely bowl.
They will be very, very happy to get out of this with just 1 down, I would think.
On the forehand side.
Oh, he's missed the line.
That's where the psychology is a bit different with the 7-end game, Steve. If Dave and Logan drop a 1, they're 2 down, 2 to go. That's okay. You know, that's fine.
Down there.
Whereas if it was a 5-end game, you go, well, we need to find a way to score here. So the psychology just slightly different in shot selection.
All right, you run your own
This
program.
bowl here.
Yep.
On the forehand.
Sorry. Yep.
Well, it counts.
Oh, got wrecked on that bowl, but I mean, look, at the end of the day, all you have to do is hold the numbers, right? It doesn't matter if it's an ugly number or a pretty number.
Marky's coming away. He's tight again, I think.
Needs to connect with something on the way through. Needs it to hold. Needs it to hold. Still holding. That was.
It just about wriggled around and fell against the bias. That's an excellent result.
Absolutely chuffed that he got the little wick, because if he didn't get the wick, I feel like that bowl was just going to hoop through the house and you'd still be 4 or 5 down.
Yep.
And that's what Amy's looking at here, is thinking, well, we've played such a good end. We're only holding 1. Is it worth trying to replace that white bowl and sit with a number?
Give yourself a
Absolutely.
chance. Jake's coming to us.
This
if
is,
you get on us,
we
we're
talked
not
about
gonna
earlier,
set them
short number end games, you only get 1 chance, and this is their chance.
Golden
She
opportunity.
plays this, and Marky misses with his next. Game, set, match.
Willing
Are they
it
getting
down.
excited?
She's close. I'd be getting
Kiss.
pretty excited, because it looks
Yeah.
like it's perfect to me.
Good shot,
Brilliant.
Great
Brilliant.
shot.
Brilliant.
Dave Clark now doing his Atlas impression. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. I was quite proud of that metaphor, by the way, Steve. I thought it was
Went over
the
my
Atlas,
head, mate.
the Atlas impression. Atlas?
Oh, yes.
Because he stood there with the world on his shoulders.
Yes.
Atlas?
Yes.
Okay. Based on the reaction from you and the crowd, I'm going to say that wasn't my best moment of commentary.
Oh,
So-
no, someone would have got it.
I thought the Atlas reference was brilliant to me. But
It was.
oh well.
Colin, who pushes the buttons in the control room.
You could hear him
Not
applauding.
so.
You
Yeah.
could hear him applauding from the control room,
We
Steve.
We did.
Because as commentators, we're in control of the narrative.
Yeah.
Now, what have they
But he's in control of the microphone.
True, true. What have they decided to play here? They're 3 down.
It looks like he's coming on the back.
He has to play the backhand side. With weight, looking for connection. Anything square, would hate to miss the head. Needs it to
Looking
get
for the
down.
kick and
Needs it to
follow
get
through.
down.
Doesn't want to get his own bowl. Oh!
There was a lot going on there. I think two at the end of the day.
Yeah, I thought it was her.
Logan gives us the big Oh dear. That was very lucky.
Ultimately, the two good fishing there for Dave and Logan Clark, and 5-2 now, 3 the difference, 2 to go. Interesting times here, Steve.
Yep. Boys have got to start scoring now.
3 the difference, 2 to go. So this end,
Just got enough of it,
haven't scored out.
the right side.
Just check out some replays from that end. So watch here the crossover. It was always building like a good head for Amy and Kirsten, wasn't it?
Yeah. Couldn't go bad anywhere for them.
Yeah.
That was Amy's.
Thank you.
And this is the bomb. You know, to play that with perfect weight, to sit it out. What, 3 rolls?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That's as good as it gets. Unable to salvage that situation, Dave. So drop the 2, 3 the difference, 2 to go. If you're a supporter of Dave and Logan Clark, you've put a bet on them on the TAB. You need them to score this end. This is the one.
Yep. Got to score.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
Dave on the back end.
You're looking to just reach the head. Just wandering away.
Is it to go? It's falling slightly short.
Doesn't
Interesting though, because it will have switched. It'll switch Kirsten and Amy to the backhand side, you'd think, which might be helpful if you're Dave and Logan. Depends
Well,
how-
we figure it's the better side of the ring, so just depends what happens.
Seems to be a more forgiving hand, by all accounts.
Kirsten just a bit under green. And again, you know, just miss the green. That weight comes off.
So Dave with a chance to make a correction here on this very important end.
Yep. This looks like it's better. Got the better club out of the bag.
Beautiful bowl. That's great stuff.
Very good. And falls down, protects it.
Do you like coming down here and, give yourself a chance?
So this is essentially the same bowl that Kirsten just played on the previous end, isn't it? When you talk about reaching on that forehand side, she's looking just to play with weight essentially to replace the bowl. The jack is touching Dave's bowl, so it's going to spring nice and quick.
Chris.
Look at this here from Kirsten
not far
Edwards.
away by the look of
She's
it.
close to perfection here. Needs it to get down. Oh! Man. What more can you do? Fantastic effort.
Oh, on his side, she's got the second shot out of it as well, so. Well, just see if Dave can repeat the dose.
He looks like he's close here. How's the
dive.
weight? Oh, look at that dive at the end. Jeez, that's really taken away. It's a bit
Turned a yard in a yard, didn't it?
surprising, really, once it started going. It just sort of kept turning
Do you like
in.
it too, or do you
We've got
prefer
those
just
two
to
beautiful
do it?
bowls of Kirsten Edwards sitting at sort of 5 o'clock to the jack for a bit later on, maybe, for Amy McElroy. What's her first bowl going to do here as we see the crowd vaguely invested?
Vaguely
Invested enough.
Yep. No, she'll be just trying to play the same shot Kirsten played. Just make any contact with the shot bowl.
But opting to play it on the backhand, so still shot bowl connection, but
Yep.
on the other side. More forgiving hand, of course. Right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, and you can see the intention there with that weight is obviously...
That's the weight she wants to be playing with
Yeah.
because the jack is just off the bowl, isn't it? So
That's pretty much perfect weight.
yeah.
It's that the little gap between the bowl and the jack would have taken a few inches off where it was going to finish. So she got it square, it would have been pretty much perfect. And that, of course, is where Logan Clark, well, the challenge for the Clarks is to think, well, that's what my opposition's going to play, so what do I do now?
Well, if he draws to those bowls and just sits inside them, then he's counting and covering. So that's what he'll be trying to do.
Look
Is
at
he
this
gonna get
here.
down?
That's,
Yep.
that's class.
Going to get down.
Oh, it's a bit unlucky. He's unlucky there.
Draw the shot,
Certainly
mate.
was.
I thought he had that perfect the entire way, Steve.
If they'd fallen in at counts and colours, it would have been great.
Literally half a bowl away.
Yep.
And so another chance for Amy McElroy. Remember, they lead 5-2 on this, the penultimate end of our penultimate night of the Twilight Bowls League.
A lot of penultimates there.
It's not as bad as Atlas. In for second shot.
No, this one's wandering.
Trying to hold. Going in that same
Well
hole.
done.
In for
That's
second.
another second, so
Wind up.
yeah, probably.
Technically, it's possible to chip it out clean, and if you don't, it's you wouldn't go worse than one down.
Is he going to get back?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, beautiful. He deserved that.
Two.
He deserved that good.
And a great hip. Get it in there from Dave. So
You honestly feel like it makes a difference when you're playing A. It's absolutely impossible to change what an inanimate object is going to do. But you feel like
makes you feel good though.
you feel like you've made the
Beat the
difference
last
when
bowl. Get second.
you move, and then it does the thing that you wanted it to do, and you think, yes. So second shot's the call for Kirsten and Amy,
Yeah.
protecting their 3-point lead. So they're thinking, well, if we can go into the last end 1 or 2 up with the last bowl, that's still a pretty okay position to be in.
It is.
Come on, Amy. Amy.
How's
No,
this here?
She's played a ball.
How's this? Has she got the
Come on,
shot? Has she
Amy,
drawn the
hurry!
shot? I
Well
thought she'd done
played,
that.
mate. Good
Oh,
shot.
I thought she'd drawn the shot.
It's a huge bowl.
Beautiful bowl on Dave. It's just going to have a proper look at this head and see if there's any challenges. You're trailing by 3 on the second to last end. Obviously, you want more than 1. But if the chances of giving the shot away are so high and trying to find the 2 that you've lost the game, you wouldn't play it.
Yeah, he's a chance to get onto his own bowl here and go down, trying to play this bowl out. But if you don't go for it, you never get it.
That's the thing. Stalking it down on the forehand side. He's done it. He's made 2. He's made 2 out of that.
That's a very good result. It was a bit off target, but got the wee slides in, so we take those.
Oh, you just take it and run as fast as you can, I would suggest.
Yep.
Made it 2 there. Oh, Christmas time is a
think
time for
it's
miracles.
Yeah, it is.
And we've just seen a miracle there. And we've got a new bulldozer operator.
Yeah.
Good luck. Oh.
Good shot.
Here we go. Bowlometer.
Oh, I've got a different
Bulldozer.
bit. Holy hecker.
Watch this, Logan's last bowl. He manages to get a little bit of jack movement after getting 2 wicks. 2 wicks of the short bowls. Popped it through for 2. We say it's a time for miracles. Christmas, and they'll be pleased with that one. This first bowl here.
Good ball.
So we see Amy on the forehand. And a great final, this one on the penultimate night of the Twilight Bowls League. 4-5 the score to Amy and Kirsten. And, we haven't seen, I think we've seen 1 tie break so far over the 6 weeks that we have been playing. And I wonder if we may see a second one. Look at this here from Logan Clark, just past the head. Happy enough with how that's finished. Welcome back into the commentary booth, Terry.
Oh, here for the last end, am I?
Yes, you are. Yep. Well, maybe not, because we could see an extra end The
That's
score
true.
4-5 to Amy and Kirsten on this, the final end. What are your thoughts on how this game has gone so far?
I'll be honest, I've been chatting to my boys out the back, so I haven't seen a lot, but I have seen like what looks like a lot of heartbreak happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been a lot of near misses, maybe.
I respect the honesty there too. That's good stuff. But you're going to get to see a blockbuster of an end. Actually, here's a question for you. So you're just new into this game.
Yes.
If I said to you, he's doing an Atlas impression with the weight of the world on his shoulders, would that be funny to you, or do you not get it?
An Atlas impression.
Because Atlas had the world on his shoulders. Atlas.
I like it. I
Okay.
could get
No,
on
I
board
don't
with
believe you. I don't believe you. It's worse than Yeet.
All I can say is I called Amy the MVP of the tournament before, and I've just come back in and she's got 2 shots on the jack.
Yeah, she's been playing great bowls.
I'm standing by that.
Logan here needs to connect with something. That's fine. That's fine. That's actually worked out really well.
It does help the situation, doesn't it?
Yeah. Remember, of course, in this league, if the jack is killed, it gets respotted on the 2 metre mark.
That's true.
So it's not a bad thing to have bowls
Anything out here, mate?
quite far past.
So do you think Amy will be looking to put her 3rd bowl on the tee now, as opposed to drawing another one? I mean, they don't need another one, do they?
I'd put one on the tee. I'd put one past. Put one deep and pray. So we've seen that Dave Clark in particular, when we were talking to Steve a bit earlier on in this game, I said, well, who's your MVP? He said Dave Clark. So we've got the 2 picks, which are Dave and, or 2 of the picks, which are Dave and Amy here in this game. He said he's his pick. So Dave, if he's going to go it, he'd go with his first bowl, wouldn't he?
I think so, yeah. I think, I mean, Dave has certainly played some absolute bombs and just been really effective in general. And I feel Logan's done the same thing, and they've sort of done it at different times, which obviously, works really well. I think, they've just made a really nice combination.
Dave makes his way down. I saw him, he was finger measuring to see if they hit the 2 metre mark. So that would indicate he's quite happy to go big at this. I think we're going to see him attack it with his first bowl, and you've got 2 bowls to clean up the mess here.
Amy's done really well not to even set up a target. She's got 2 shots and it's a small target.
Playing with very controlled weight. But that means the collision bowl gets the opportunity to do a lot of stuff with this controlled weight here. So he's looking to stick with the jack as he trailed it back. If it stays in bounds, it's okay.
And to be fair, I think those are the sort of shots that they've been masters at, to be honest. I know he missed that one just there, but the speed looked good.
Have I just seen your husband with a Santa hat on?
Possibly. Yes.
Interesting call from Sean.
He's gone from being very reluctant to wear the Christmas gear on Christmas night to just fully immersing himself in it by the looks.
Absolutely. And if you're listening and you live in the Auckland area, you've got the opportunity to do that too. Come along tomorrow night. It's the last night of the Twilight Bowls League for this season. Dress up in Christmas gear and you're a big chance of winning a spot prize. See this bowl here from Kirsten Edwards. Just sort of splitting where the jack could go, eh?
Well, yeah, judging on Dave's last bowl, I mean, that's where he would have trailed the jack, right? So she's got a good position bowl out there.
So Dave playing with a bit more force this time on the forehand side.
I think he might still be...
He's very close.
Touch tight.
Just underneath the line. He played that with more weight. I think we're going to see an increase of weight again. You just cross your fingers and it's the last end of this final. Won the difference. Kirsten, what are you doing?
Well, they've called to go a metre on her last bowl, which makes a lot of sense. Just getting that position out the back. They don't need to add anything on the head.
Yeah, and that's classy stuff there from Kirsten Edwards. So Dave Clark up a creek with, I think, maybe half a paddle. The challenge being that Kirsten and Amy have got bowls where the jack is going. You almost need to try and kill it, only if you've got the 2 metre mark, and I can't see where the 2 metre mark is. I would try.
I think I favour them for the 2 metre with that wing white bowl, but it's a difficult angle. It wouldn't surprise me if the Blacks a chance.
Yeah, good to see Dave and Logan just getting a quick chat about what shot to play here. That's the experience coming through, right? It'd be easy if just played 2 bowls of similar ones. It would be easy to go, I'll just try a 3rd time and see what happens. But to actually have a conversation and go, well, this is the shot that I have to play, so that when you're on the mat, you've got that shot in your mind, is very helpful.
Yep, one thing that's been taught to me this season is clarity is more important than confidence, which I thought was really interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
Shots on, really.
There we go. So he's got clarity and he's on his backhand with more weight, I would suggest, or maybe still be the forehand. More weight anyway. Firm effort here from David Clark. He's going to duck away. And there we have it, folks. The winner of the penultimate night of the Twilight Bowls League, Amy McElroy and Kirsten Edwards, in a very convincing fashion, Terry. So you called Amy as your MVP of the tournament. She's done nothing to prove you wrong so far.
Absolutely. I mean, they started with a win on their first night and they've finished with a win on their last night. I think they've had an absolutely brilliant campaign and it's well worth coming up from Nelson.
Yeah, and it's been great to have them along. And thanks go to the teams participating in tonight's Twilight Bowls. Here we are, the winners, Amy McElroy and Kirsten Edwards. And that's the end of the Twilight Bowls League for them, 6 weeks. Really enjoyable having them around. We still have one more night of Twilight Bowls to go. Oh my God, we're on screen, Terry. It's always a stressful moment, although you would have got used to it. That's a good question, actually. What was it like playing on TV? Was that the first time you'd experienced that?
Yeah, I've been live streamed before and found that okay, but yeah, certainly a different experience with this, this one rink set up and the cameras and knowing you're on Sky Sport and things like that. People at work are tuning in every now and then.
I was going to ask, because we asked Briar,
Yes.
who did a shift in the hospital yesterday and is now in Auckland today, so that's quite an impressive effort, how she was finding it. She said, my workmates have just discovered that I'm on the television.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, have you found people go, no, I saw you playing bowls on TV the other day?
Yeah, absolutely. I think more and more people at work have been finding out that this is what I've been doing every week. Yeah, and they just sort of are flicking through Sky Sport and then stumble across the bowls and not even knowing that I'm playing in it, they've taken a little bit of an interest. So that's been really great feedback. And as it happens, we're having our work do at a bowling club.
Oh, cool. What bowling club are you going to?
We're going to Hillcrest Bowling Club, so we're really excited about that. We did a live team draw at the meeting today.
Were people, obviously you're sort of highly favoured as one of the players, I presume?
Yep, we were the first team drawn out, me and this lovely lady called Jodie, and she let out a big yes. But after tonight, maybe she won't be so keen.
Oh, great stuff. Well, thank you very much, Terry. What we're going to do is get a chance to hear now from tonight's winners, Kirsten Edwards and Amy McElroy.
I'm here with tonight's winners, Kirsten and Amy, and what a win it was. It was so close. How are you two feeling, being the first team to win 3 nights?
I'm pretty stoked, to be completely honest. Yeah, we kind of said on the plane ride up today that it will be really cool to back up our performance from last week. So yeah, really stoked with that, eh?
Yeah, I mean, thanks, Amy. We've had a bit of a rough day, to be fair. Had a wee accident with my wee daughter this morning and really terrible turbulence on landing this afternoon. So we're really stoked to, I guess, be a bit adverse and be able to get over the line tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. And I mean, it's quite a way for you guys to come. How have you felt playing in this league and, having to come up every weekend? Have you enjoyed it? Has it been a challenge?
Yeah, I think we've personally really enjoyed it. We joked on the plane today that our plane ride is longer than some of the games. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed it and it's been awesome to be asked to play in it. And if it happens again, we would definitely love to.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had an absolute ball and, yeah, it's just been great to do something different, get away from the traditional game, be a part of showing diversity in a sport that we've given a lot to, but a sport that's given us a lot as well. So it's been great.
Thank you. I mean, it's really important to show young mums out there that you can really do it. You must feel like that. You must feel really proud.
Yeah, I think there's a few of us that have always joked that we're full-time mums, part-time bowlers. So it just shows that anyone can actually play this game at any level. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We, bowls is kind of, third in our lives these days. But we still love it. We're still super competitive and it's lots of fun.
Okay, well, thank you so much and congratulations on your win tonight. First team to win 3 wins. This is the last time we're going to see you, so I have to say goodbye.
Oh, thank you so much, Bowls New Zealand. We've absolutely had a blast. So thank you.
Thank you. We're sending you back to Alex in commentary.
Great stuff. Thank you. I've been abandoned by my co-commentators, so it's just me, and it was great to hear from Kirsten and Amy, and we again thank them and all the other players who participated tonight for their participation in the Twilight Bowls League. We've enjoyed bringing it to you for the last 6 weeks. One more night to go, so let's have a look at who we've got tomorrow night. Who we've got tomorrow night. Remember, you can come down and watch this tomorrow night. Coming up next, we've got the Nathans, the Cook Islanders, Shane and Ashton, and Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton. Your last chance to see them for this season of the Twilight Bowls League. It's going to be 3 magnificent games being held at Royal Oak Bowls, where the bowl starts at 6:30. We're here before then. Feel free, please, come down, dress up in your best Christmas gear, see if you can beat some of us who've gone at least 1 or 2 miles. But until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy highlights from tonight's games. We'll see you tomorrow.